Everything these days has gone wireless. You got wireless phone chargers, wireless keyboards, and wireless mice. The Tedim Ultra Slim Wireless Mouse is available for £12.49 from Amazon.co.uk for the white version of the mouse, or you can get the black version for £8.99. So this is the wireless mouse. So let's have a quick look at it. A lot of mice, it's either quite flat on top, or you've got like a claw kind of grip that people do. This is very flat, this mouse. So there's the one side, there's the back of the mouse. So there's no buttons on the side of this mouse. I know a lot of mice these days have a couple of buttons, usually on the left hand side of the mouse. This one doesn't. So you have the two buttons on top, which you can click these buttons kind of dead centre of the mouse. You can still get the click to work. You've also got a middle button there as well. And you have the scroll wheel on the mouse. So on the bottom of the mouse, we have our sensor on the bottom. We've got the on and off switch, and here's a little compartment. It takes two AAA batteries to power the mouse. We've got a USB compartment there with the USB dongle in, which is quite good for storage. I quite like the design of that. So there's a USB to plug into a PC. So the mouse has been connected up to the laptop now. We've got the dongle in the side here, and the mouse is switched on. As you can see, the little optical sensor has lit up. Now, the mouse works, but not very well. I'm currently using the top of my drawers in my bedroom to film this, so the mouse doesn't like being on top of my drawers. So, what we can do now is we can try it with a mouse mat. So if I quickly grab a mouse mat. Mouse mat could do with a clean, to be honest. That is much better. So it looks like the optical sensor might be a little bit fussy depending on what surface you're using it on. So that seems quite good on my my mouse mat. Buttons are responsive. The scroll is working fine as well. No issues with that. Feels quite comfortable. I currently use a TechNet mouse on my main PC, but this does feel quite comfortable. It's not something I'll consider using to use for gaming. There's no software that comes with the mouse as well. I've literally plugged the USB dongle in. I'm using Windows 10 as well. That picked up the mouse immediately. I've put a couple of AAA batteries in there, switched it on, and everything seems to be working as it should. So this middle mouse button is to change the DPI of the mouse. So at the minute that's on the lowest setting. If I click it, the pointer scrolls across the screen a little faster. And again, that seems much quicker. So it looks like you've got 3 settings of DPI on there. I couldn't give you definite numbers with the DPI. I just know that there's 3 settings. So you've got a slow setting, there's your medium, and there's a really quick one. So there's 3 DPI settings on the mouse as well. So you've literally got 2 buttons that you can use. And the scroll button, you can click it down as well. But I'm not quite sure how you configure that. Something else with this mouse as well. So I've just been testing it. Now I've come to take the batteries out of the mouse. They are amazingly difficult to get out. Like I literally can't get them out with my fingers. So I've ended up grabbing like the end of a screwdriver bit, putting down that notch there, and that way I can pop the first battery out, and there's a second there. So just something to bear in mind, if you do go for a mouse like this, once you've got batteries in there, make sure you've got a tool handy to get the batteries out, because it is amazingly difficult just with your fingers. So final thoughts on the mouse. It's okay. It's not great in my view. I quite like how light the mouse is. That's quite a nice feature. Once again, I like that the USB just slides in there. That's decent as well. But the recommended retail price is £12.99. I think there's better mice on the market that you can get, and mice that come with drivers as well. I mean, I've plugged this into my Windows 10 laptop, which it detected it fine, no issues with that. I can use the left and right mouse click, but I can't seem to use the middle scroll button as a click button. I've had a quick look on the manufacturer's website. I can see the mouse on there, but I can't see anything to do with drivers on there. Maybe there are drivers out there which allows you to use the functionality of the scroll button. But for me, for that price, I just think there are better mice out there that have got extra buttons which are wireless as well. So for me, I would probably give this mouse a miss. And my star rating on the wireless mouse will be 3 stars out of 10. If you like the content that's being created on this channel, please hit the subscribe button. You'll find it in the bottom right of each of the videos.